All right. Now, this is the baseball hut, and we've been talking about the Mets for the last few years. Now, I don't normally record a video during a game, but this is getting to be very embarrassing. The way they've been playing, the way they're conducting themselves, and quite frankly, it's getting very tiresome to watch. Now, before we get into this wonderful video, of course, please subscribe to the Baseball Hut and like the video. And let me know what you think. So, let's start out with Max Scherzer. Max pitched terrible again. Oh, what a shock. He pitched terrible. They put some numbers online. I saw it. In a little over 50 innings, he's given up 10 home runs this year. Last year, 145 innings, gave up 13. That is not a good ratio. That would come out to be, about 30 home runs at 150 innings. 60 home runs over 300 innings. That's not good. He's not going to pitch 300 innings, but you understand. He has pitched terribly when the Mets have needed him to come up big. Again, this is another start where the Mets needed Scherzer to come up big, and he came up small. I don't know, it's the age. It's probably the age, I guess. I don't know. But he stinks. Simple as that. I'm sure he'll come up with all kinds of things that he'll say after the game. And saying that, he looked good in the beginning. He gave up a home run in the first inning. That's another issue with this ball club. The constant home runs, the constant walks, the constantly being behind before they can get a chance to bat in the first inning. You can't win this way. Max basically stole the money that the Mets gave him. Mets gave him over $30 million for 3 years. He's one of the all-time great pitchers, but he stole that money from the Mets. Simple as that. I was just sort of Googling certain things. I forgot that he got bit by his dog last year. I was like, this guy's been a disaster since he got here. Even his dog doesn't like him. He wasn't throwing hard in this game. They said that in 5 to 10 home runs that he's given up this year are on sliders. Stop throwing it. Find something else to get the hitters out. Complete total disaster here. Now Verlander is going to go tomorrow night. Who knows how he's going to pitch? But this team cannot win if the two future Hall of Famers don't even pitch respectfully. They don't get. Scherzer didn't even get into the 5th inning. 3 1/3 innings, 7 hits, 6 runs, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. Pathetic. You can't win this way. You can't win this way. And know what you do when this happens? You lose. And they're probably unlikely going to lose this game against the Yankees. And there's not a lot of juice in this ballpark, I can tell you that. It's not a lot of juice in this ballpark, to be honest with you. But this team is it's very strange. Well, anyway, so I was going to record the video to talk about Scherzer, and Drew Smith got thrown out of the game because he had a sticky hand, and he's going to miss 10 games, and the Mets are going to be short in the bullpen 10 games, or going to be short one player for 10 games. Great job, Drew. Great job. And then he's getting everybody to shake his hand, after the umpires threw him out. He even got Vogelback to shake his hand. I would mention this about Drew Smith. He's not pitched well. He has not pitched good at all. I'm tired of hearing how important he is. I'm tired of hearing how he's doing such a great job. His walk rate is so ridiculously high, beyond the home runs that he's given up on sliders. Was it over 4? You cannot pitch effectively when you're constantly walking batters. That means you're constantly behind in the count, constantly falling behind, constantly pushing a rock up a hill, pitching-wise. You cannot pitch effectively if you're pitching behind. and putting runners on and everything else. So I guess he had to find a way to get the ball to be sticky on his hand. But he didn't do a good job of that either. He got thrown out. Got his ass thrown out. So other than that, everything's great. I noticed that the Mets, they signed Luke Voigt to a minor league deal. He's going to be here in about a week. I will mention this about him. He's a better version than Daniel Vogelbach. I noticed that one of my subscribers, Stony814, mentioned to me that he's like his twin. Let me tell you something about Vogelbach versus Voigt. Voigt's a better player. He's a good hit. He's got some power. Vogelbach is basically, at this point, a statue. In fact, I didn't even see Mr. Met in the ballpark tonight. He might be the new Mr. Met, the new cheerleader. Claps his hands, waves to the players. Why is he on, again, why is he on the roster now? He hasn't played in 6 straight games. Okay? He has not played in 6 straight games. Think about that for a second. All the time that the player they invested in him, the time that they've given to him, and he's still on this roster, and all he's doing is a statue. A cheerleader on the bench. Get him out of here. And what's going on with Mark Vientos? Why is Mark Vientos on this team if he's not playing? That's why I think that Vientos is probably in a lot of trouble once Voigt is ready. Because he's probably going to replace him. If that's the case, and Vogelbach is still on this team, I will rant and rave like you can't imagine. I mean, I'm pissed off as it is watching this. This is bad baseball, folks. Okay? And this is the highest paid team in the history of sports. And they are playing bad baseball. I know the owner wants to be patient. But sometimes you got to kick ass to get things going. Okay? First of all, keeping Daniel Vogelbach here on this roster, it tells me that the general manager doesn't know what the hell he's doing. If he's not playing, if you know that he's struggling on the field, why is he here? Is it because they made a bad deal and he can't admit to it? What is the problem with this guy still on this roster? I don't get it. I don't think a lot of people are getting it. I've been seeing a lot of comments online. People don't get why he's still here and he's not playing and he's struggling. If he can't do the job, get him the F out of here. Okay? I said as long as he's here, he drags this team down in so many ways, and now you have a roster spot that's not being used. You know, I mean, it's quite disheartening to watch as a fan. To see a team that has spent this much money and they have been able to put a good bench together in terms of a good DH there and a lousy bullpen. Now, we know that Edwin Diaz isn't here. But again, this bullpen is lousy. I would mention they got rid of Tommy Hunter. He was released. Steven Nagosic was DFA'd, outright at the AAA. So they are making moves with these pieces. But Vogelbach has to get out of here. And I know Guillorme's back. I mentioned him on Sunday. Why is he starting in this game? Why is he starting at second? Can somebody explain that to me? Why isn't Mark Vientos playing tonight? Again, Severino's is not Greg Maddux. Severino's not Roger Clemens. Severino's not Jared Cole. Mark Vientos should have been playing tonight. Jeff McNeil should have been playing second. And to be honest with you, I know that Pham has played well. He's deserved to play, play every day now. But why is Mark Hanna playing first? Okay, put him in left field. Put Vientos at first, and have McNeil play second. I don't need to see effing Luis Guillorme again. I'm sick of watching his at bat right now fly out to left field. And his defense has not been great. It's been okay. It's not as good as it was. I don't know if it's because they took the shift away and you're seeing some of his defensive liability. Not that there's a lot there. But I don't want to see him here. Okay? He's only here to be a backup shortstop. You know, he played one game at shortstop. Send him the hell out of here. You have so many roster spots that aren't being utilized properly. You know, Vogelback is not being used. Vientos, not being used. Guillorme, playing on a regular basis. Why? He's an automatic out. I know he drove a run earlier in this game, but he's an automatic out. And that move that Buck made on Sunday, where he pinch hit Vientos for him when they were down a run, is embarrassing. Again, Scherzer was embarrassing tonight. Drew Smith was embarrassing. This whole situation with Vogelback is a joke, and something must be done. And I'm tired of hearing the excuses. Okay? I know the owner wants to win. We all want to win. But sometimes you got to make tough decisions. And some of these decisions are easy. Vogelback's easy. Get him out of here. What are you holding on to him for? Do you feel sorry for him? Was he that great of a cheerleader? He's not that great. The Mets aren't winning that much. So he can't be that, you know. Mr. Met's not losing his job. That's for sure. Well, let me know what you think about this video. This video will go up right after the game. So, I don't know what's going to happen at the end of this game. Win, lose, or draw, this video is going to go up. Because I need to vent. And you need to see me vent about Scherzer. He stole the Mets' money. He is embarrassing to watch. This Mad Max persona means nothing unless you pitch well. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to the Baseball Hut. Thank you. And I'll see you later.